Hey everybody, I hope this video finds you well. Hey, today, at least for me anyway, it is January 2nd, 2022, and I'm just going to pull something out of the video archive. Instead of shooting a new video and rehashing, I've got a video I did a few years ago. I'm going to do a little slice and dice and edit, so I'm going to look a little different when the video rolls, no facial hair, maybe a little heavier because I'm in better shape now. No, I'm just kidding. Well, actually, I'm not. In better shape. Anyway, I want to share a New Year's message for you, and it's one I try to follow every year, and I hope you find it useful. So stay tuned. And again, this is an archival video, but hey, that's the cool thing about video because you could use it again and again. So anyway, I hope everyone had a fantastic New Year. I wish you the best for 2022. Hey, let's make it happen. All right, it's our year. Let's do it. All right, thanks. See you soon. Bye. What is your New Year's resolution? We're all probably getting tired of hearing that, but I'm going to take a little different stance. First of all, resolution is a kind of act of resolving or act of simplifying or an act of determining where you want to go. And I'm going to leave you with a quote before I continue. Just think about this and keep this in the back of your mind. The two pains in life by a guy named Jim Rohn, R-O-H-N. Google him, look on YouTube. He's got some great stuff. He's died several years ago, but he's a great motivational, inspirational speaker. So his quote, my favorite quote, and those of you who know me, you hear me say this a lot. There are two pains in life, two of them. It's going to be the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. And discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. So anyway, keep that in mind because I'm going to wrap it up with that. Also, for those of you who do set resolutions, or those of us who set resolutions, most of us will fall off the wagon on or before the 17th. People who keep track of that say, hey, that's the date when, on average, most people don't follow the resolution. They fall off the wagon. So that's when they abandon the resolution, I would put it that way. So I say instead of a resolution, let's make it a revolution. And what is a revolution? A revolution really is just a sudden or radical change. So if we're really going to commit to any type of change, it has to be a revolution, not a resolution. All right. So again, resolutions, they're not inspiring. No, I got to lose weight. I'm going to quit drinking. No sugar, no smoking, or whatever you want to quote give up for the new year. A lot of times, again, there's not enough there to pull you through. But here's four things you can do. So number one, you got to create a vision. You got to make it compelling. The vision has the power to pull you through the tough times. It's kind of like gravity. You put something out there, like, hey, I'm going to lose X amount of pounds by April 1st, or I'm going to get off my blood pressure medicine because I'm going to lose weight. Be kinder to my friends, my coworkers. I'm going to try to have a better relationship with my kids. Whatever that vision is, whatever it is you want to accomplish, you have to have a very clear vision. The second thing is, what are the reasons for that vision? Those will get you through the inevitable setbacks. One of the things, I can go back to high school. I wanted a Trans Am really, really bad. And my vision was, hey, once I get this, I'm going to be cool. It's a great looking car. In the end, I didn't get it. It's probably a good thing. I probably would have killed myself. But the vision kind of kept me going for a while, at least the hope of getting it. So I had a very clear vision. I had a reason. It was compelling. So what is the compelling reason for your vision? Hey, if I lose weight and I get healthy, I'm going to live longer. I'm going to enjoy life more as I get into my 60s and my 70s. Number three, you got to raise your standards. Goals are nice, but goals typically we don't meet them, have a hard time attaining them, and goals are kind of like resolutions. Often they're not met. But a standard is something a little different, a little higher. A standard is a must. A standard is non-negotiable, and I'm just going to talk about must versus should. I should brush my teeth. I should not drink that much. I should exercise more. But a must is something you have to do. I must breathe. You've got to breathe to stay alive. I must make my mortgage payment. I must take my blood pressure medicine. So there are musts and shoulds, but musts are not negotiable. Now, behind me you see a picture of an elephant, and some of you might have seen this before, but that giant elephant, he could obviously break that rope and that pole holding him to the ground. But since he was a little elephant, he was tied to that pole, and with that rope, he couldn't break it. And as he got bigger, he didn't realize he could break those bonds. So that's his belief. And his belief, or his standards at that time, were limiting his actions. I mean, that behemoth can just rip that out of the ground, but he doesn't believe he can. So what I'm saying is you have to create some rituals that support your standards. Rituals are things that you do consistently. Rituals are musts. And again, those of you who follow me on social media, especially on Facebook, you know my ritual. My ritual is the Apex Center. I go work out every morning almost. Typically during the week, I'm there at 4:30 a.m. But that's my ritual. Doesn't matter what the weather is, doesn't matter how I feel. I get up and I do it. I've been doing it for almost 2 years now. So that is now a fully ingrained ritual. Now look at the picture here. Who's this guy? Well, that's Michael Jordan. I'm not a big sports guy, but I think we can all agree Michael Jordan was probably, is probably one of the greatest basketball players in modern time. So someone asked Michael Jordan during an interview, they said, "Hey, what sets you apart, Michael? Is it a God-given talent, ability, skill? What is it?" And Michael Jordan answered this. He said, "I have a lot of talent, a lot of God-given talent, a lot of skill. I've worked hard, but it's my standards. Every day I demand more from myself than anyone could expect. I'm not competing with someone else. I'm competing with what I'm capable of." And man, that is huge. And that's huge, especially for as we move into 2021. There's a lot of things we can't control. We can control what we think to a degree, should hopefully control what we say, and control what we do. Everything else is really kind of out of our control, save divine intervention from God. But everything else, we can't control the weather. We can't control what happens when we walk out the door. Just like 2020, we were not in control. And I think that was a stark reminder that we're not in control. So here's the things, I guess my takeaways from this. Number one, you got to change the inner game. You got to, what do I want? What is the revolution? What is the change I want? Number two, what's the vision? What do you want? Write it down now. And then that way you can look at it for reference. What do you want to change? Set standards, and you review them daily, and you develop rituals. Develop those rituals, those musts that you have to do, and start that immediately. So, with that, don't waste another year. I just want to wish everyone again a happy new year, happy 2021, and peace out, and we will talk again soon. Bye. Take care.